Hey, once again, it's your boy Daddy for Triple D Game coming at you with another FS22 how-to video. You know how we do it. Let's get to it. Alright, ladies and gents, boys and girls. In this one, we're going to show you how to add building materials of all sorts, dirt, gravel, sand, coal, all that to any map. In a couple of different ways. So if you want to be able to set something up like this, then just tear right into it. Like I said, on any map. Stay tuned because I'm going to show you how to do it. That being said, let's hop to the desktop and get to it. Alright, ladies and gents, here we are on the desktop. All you're going to do is go to farmingsimulator22mods.com / field type TP version 1 FS22 / I'll leave the link in the description. But here is the field type TP, right? So once you get here, just scroll down till you see the download button. Click on the download button. Then it's going to show you the zip error. Alright. Step 1, how to download FS22 field plates TP RAR. Click on the free download. Then it'll show it again. Come down till you see this final step. Download file. Click on that. Then you'll see it start downloading here. Once you get that downloaded, I don't like when they're in a RAR instead of a zip. But anyway, once you get that downloaded, then you're going to go to your downloads, wherever that may be, in your file explorer, downloads, and then right here it is. Okay. I created a new folder and pulled everything out of this and put into the folder. You can do it however you would like. But this is what you're going to get inside of it. So when you open it up, this is what it's going to look like right here. You get your README. Now this tells you how to do it, but you really don't need that because, well, you do and you don't, because I'm going to show you how to do it. But anyway, what you're going to do first is got me a little confused here because I changed mine. Alright, so 1 second. Just to make life easier on yourself, come up here, click on new folder, create yourself a new folder. Okay, and just name it how to add dirt to FS22. Okay. Then you open your RAR back up. Just copy all of this. Okay, even better yet. See if we could just drag all of it to our folder we just created, how to add dirt to FS22. Drop it in there. Okay, so now when you open that up, this is what it's going to look like right here. Okay. So now what you're going to do is you're going to create yourself a folder inside of here. Create new folder. Now you're going to name this fill planes TP. All right. Now what you're going to do is you're going to grab everything from here and throw inside of that file called fill planes TP. So just grab all this, not all of it. Let me rephrase myself there. You're going to grab the Fruit TP ground textures, the Fruit TP hub. You're going to grab the map density height, throw it in there. You're going to grab the maps fill types, throw it in there. And the only thing that you're going to leave outside of that folder is Fruit TP codes and the README. Okay, so whenever you open up this fill planes TP, you're going to have everything in there except for the fruit code and the README. All right. So now what you're going to do is you're going to go and find your map that you want to add your fruit type to. And mine is right here in downloads. I forgot. Alright, so right here, sample mod map. You open that up, okay? And that folder you just made, the fill planes TP folder that you just made and threw everything into, you're going to grab that and you're going to drag it into your maps folder, right into the main zip. You have to unzip it first. Unzip it and then drag that in there. So as soon as you click on that map and you open it up, this should be right there on the first page, okay? I already have it done. But that's what you would be doing. You would you'd open this up and grab this folder right here. So you could just copy it. Just hit copy. Okay. Then back out, find your map, wherever your map may be. Click on your map and you could just hit right here. Just hit paste and then paste it in there. So whenever you opened up that map, it would be right there. Okay. Now, the next thing you're going to do is open up where it says maps. Open that up. Okay, so here's your i3D and here's your maps XML file. Open this XML file right here. Now, let me go back real quick and show you something else. Why we're at this step. This works standard if your map looks like this. If it says maps, map US, then map. If your map looks any different than that, you're going to have to change stuff. So if your map said maps, map FR, and then map, there are things you are going to have to change to make this work, and we'll get into that. But right now, it's going to work standard if your map looks like that. So you open up the maps XML file. Okay. Now that we have that open, now we're going to go back to our downloads. Okay. Go back into that file we just made. How to add dirt to FS22. Open that back up. Now you're going to open the README. Open the README. And this line right here. Fill types, file name. You're going to highlight these two lines and copy this. Copy. Okay. Now you're going to go back into your maps XML file. I was already there, but I'm going to show you exactly where we are going to, so you don't get confused. You're going to go back to your sample mod map, or whatever map it is. Go back into maps, map US, and then right here, the maps XML file. Whatever the maps i3D is named, the XML file is going to have the same exact name, but it's just going to be an XML file. Okay, we're going to open that back up. I just scrolled to the bottom and added it. So right here under ground type mapping, just go ahead. I'm going to delete this so I ain't confusing you guys. All right, so what you're going to do is when you get in here, it'll say map type, ground type mapping, and then maps. Every map is a little bit different. It all depends. You could just add it right at the bottom. But click there, hit enter so it makes a new line. Right click, hit paste. Okay, so we just pasted in what we copied out of the README. Then you're going to come up here and you are going to hit save. Now, pretty much you are done. You just added that there. And you just added this here. Okay. Now, if your map is anything other than, here's where it gets a little bit tricky. Okay. If your map is anything other than maps, map US, map, remember I said you're going to have to change stuff. And the first thing you're going to have to change is that line we just added right here. See how it's pathed maps, map US, map fill plains TP, and then fill the XML for it. So maps, map US, fill plains TP. First thing you're going to have to change is that. And I did lie to you. I had just put this here. You can keep it here and or you have to go into maps, map US, and then put that fill plains TP folder here. And that's the folder we created there at the beginning and added everything from our download into it. It has to be in here where the XML file is. Okay. As you've seen, that's how this was pathed. So it was pathed to maps, map US, and then it finds that fill plains TP folder that we made, and then it opens up the XML file that was inside of inside of it. Okay. Now, if your map is maps, map FR, then you're going to have to change this line right here. You're going to have to delete this US and then put cap FR in there. Same thing right here. You're going to have to delete this and put FR in there. Or however your map actually is. Okay. But that's not the only thing you're going to have to change. So however your map is pathed to get to that XML file, the map's XML file, is how this is going to have to be pathed to right here. Okay, so again, that's not the only thing you're going to have to change. So you're going to have to come up to your fill plains TP, the folder that you made, because that is how that is pathed. So the lines that we added to the maps XML brings you to this folder. Okay, so it would be maps, map US, or map FR, and or however your map is pathed. And then it brings you to this right here. So you could repath everything and put this in the beginning. But then you're going to have to open this up and change the paths that are inside of this as well, which there are a lot of different things you have to change, I believe. So let's start right here. Maps, field types. Okay, so all this, every bit of this is going to have to be changed. Again, so if your map was maps, map FR, and then that's where you put that TP folder, then you're going to have to change every single one of these lines right here. Every one of them. You're going to have to make these say maps, map FR, until it gets to that folder that you created and put in there. It's a little confusing. It's a lot easier if your map is maps, map US, because it's already ready for you. But if it's not already ready for you, you will have to change every single one of these lines within this XML file. Okay. Then let's check this one. I think you're good here. But outside of that, that is pretty much all there is to it. Now I will show you how to use it. Two different ways by Giants Editor and how to use it inside of the game. So let's start by opening up the map in Giants Editor, and I'll be right back with you in Giants Editor. Alright, ladies and gents, here we are in Giants Editor, and real quick, I wanted to show you guys something. So how I had that rock underneath the bridge when we first started the video, you can put it there and have no problem putting it there, but if you go into game, it will not let you dig that. Anything you put down, it won't let you dig unless you purchase the land, for one. And for two, if we open this up, there are collisions in the water, under bridges and stuff like that. It will not let you dig unless you change that collision. So if you come down here to info, layer painting, if you don't have this terrain editing thing come up to Windows, open up your Windows right here, and then just scroll down until you find the terrain editing. Click on that, and then it'll give you this window. Okay, it might be somewhere else on the other side or something, but it'll give it to you. Now, if info layer right here, you're going to go to tip collisions, and then open this blue brush, and that's going to change the look of the screen. Okay, now anywhere that is red right there, it wouldn't let you dig off of that. Now if you come to indoor mask, that's going to be the water. Okay, so how that is red, I want to make sure I'm on the right thing while I'm telling you guys this. I'm pretty sure that's it. I'm pretty sure it's this indoor mask here. No, the indoor mask would make it to where whenever it snowed, this stops it from snowing on the water. That's what this is for. It's the tip collision. Tip collision. And I'm wanting to say I took it off already on this map. But anyhow, it's going to be underneath the bridge. And it's going to be under it like this. I already took it off. But if this is actually under there, it will not let you dig that dirt underneath that bridge. So you have to, and the way to actually take it off, okay, is to hover over what is red and hit left control R. See, we'll hover over to red, hit left control R, and then it puts it in this mode. So now you'll be able to right click and delete whatever was red. See, whatever was red is white now. Then you have to delete that, and then it will let you dig underneath that bridge. But that's not what this video is about. It's about how to get dirt in the game. So let's get to that aspect of it. So what you're going to do inside of here is you are going to go to foliage layer painting. Click on this and then go to terrain detail height. Click on terrain detail height. Now you have to find what channel is for dirt or whatever. So the way to do that is we are going to go back to our downloads. This folder we made, how to add dirt to FS22. Right here, the fruit TP codes. Open that up. Okay, this is all your codes. If you want coal in the game, you're going to have to use 05. If you want tailings, is 115. So on and so forth. So if you wanted asphalt, is 5. But if we want to use, let's just say stone. Where's the stone? That is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so let's go find that. Or add that. Right here is our channels. So we're going to put 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. If you can't see that, hover your cursor on the edge of this and you could drag it out and make it bigger, and or push it back in and make it smaller. All right, so now that we got that 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4, number 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 is for how high it is. That is your height. So if we just put 5, okay, so it in FS19 it was 5 on, and FS22 is from 6 to 11 is your height. Okay, so if we paint that down, it looks like grains. It is not grains. In FS19, it just looked green. In this one here, in FS22, it looks like grain. Until you go into game, then it will be whatever it is supposed to be. As you see, our stone right here looks like grain. All right, so we are on stone. It is grain. It don't matter what you paint down. If we put in the code for coal, it's going to look like this inside of the editor. So if you want that to be higher, you go clean up to 11, okay, which makes it that high. But you can actually make it higher than that. You can make all these different heights. You can do 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, or 11. But you can make it all kinds of different heights in between those. So you could select all these numbers, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and make it super tall. Or you could do different combinations, like the first one we had was number 6. So we could skip to number 7 and make it a tidbit higher. And then to make it a tidbit higher than that, you would think you would just jump to number 8, but you don't. You do 6 and 7 together, makes it a little bit higher. Now you turn both of these off and you jump to number 8. Number 8, that made it a little bit higher. Now if you got number 8, then select number 6 with that, a little bit higher, then add a 7 to that. That's a little bit higher. But the way you could have did it too, let's go back on that. See how that got up so high? So now we could do it by taking the 6 off and just having a 7. And that makes it only a little bit higher. Then you add the 6 to that and make it even higher. And you can do that all the way up till you get to 11 and have everything selected. And you can gradually go uphill with it without it looking like steps. So that's that way of doing it. If I missed anything, leave it in the comments and I will try to help you my best. But now we are going to jump in game and I'll show you how to add building materials in game without having to do it here in the editor. Bear with me, folks. It'll be worth it. All right, we're going to jump in game real quick and I'll meet you. All right, ladies and gents, here we are in game and get through this real quick. There's a couple different ways to do it. So if you have development controls open, you can add material through here if you know how to do it. If not, there is a mod you can download and it is called Easy Development Controls. If you already have it, great. If not, fetch it in the mod hub. So all you have to do is open up the Easy Development Controls menu. First thing is come down, third tab, right here, tip to ground. Okay, so you can scroll through this, find yourself a material that you would like to use. This here where it's 25M, if you put that to 1, it will put one big pile. If you put this to 25, it'll stretch it out in a long row. So we'll put it to there. We're selecting asphalt and we'll just add a 1 and a bunch of zeros, hit the check mark, and it will tip that material to the ground. So there we have asphalt. As you see, another thing we can do is purchase ourselves a vehicle, and we will jump right over to this guy right here, purchase this, jump out of here, jump into this machine. You can do this with any trailer that will hold materials. So you go back into your development controls, go down here to the 4th tab to your vehicles, come here to fill level, then you scroll over to number 4, then you can select your material here. If you keep scrolling right, you'll find it, but if you just scroll left, you'll go straight to your building materials. Now we can fill that with some stone powder, hit that, back up. As you see, the truck is filled with stone powder, so we'll go ahead and dump this out as so you can see that it actually works. You can dump it out anywhere you would like to. You can make yourself a road. Now if we come back in here and we do that again, you have all your different materials too. So then we can fill that up with some dirt. Then you have your dirt. that on the ground. I'm gonna do this again real quick too, so you guys can see this. So if we had dirt, we'll make dirt. Let me turn this to 25 so you guys can actually see what this does. Put in a 1 and some bunch of zeros. Okay, added the material to the ground. See, instead of it putting it in one big pile, it stretched it out. But that's it, guys. So you seen it here. You can add material in the game. Like I said, if you have a silo that will hold building materials, you can just purchase it from there by pulling a trailer that will hold the building materials under it and fill up. You can add through Giants Editor, build stuff you would like to build with it. You can just tip it to the ground. You can tip it to, you can fill a truck and or a trailer with the easy development controls, or if you know how to use your development controls here, this will be a totally different video, but I can make a video to show you how to use this and how to set it up. But if you scroll over to tip to ground up here, you can fill a trailer just like this too. But I'm going to show you this works as well. Tip anywhere, add. Now, if you type in dirt, so we'll do cap D, IRT, hit space, and then add a 1 and a bunch of zeros, hit enter. You are able to add it without having the easy development controls like so. You can actually add it to a truck and or trailer the same way. So that's it, guys. So if you like what you see, go ahead and hit that like button. If you want to see what's coming, what's next, hit that subscribe button, mash some notification bells, and I'm out. Deuces.